How do the richest people pay $0 in taxes? Well, if you've listened to my recent interview with Tom Wheelwright, you'll know the wealthiest Americans aren't cheating the system. They're actually playing by the rules. If you want to cut down on your tax burden, the best thing you can do is actually engage in the business practices that the tax law incentivizes. It's written right there in the tax code. It's not cheating. That's what the mainstream media will tell you. But the truth is, you're partnering with the government. And when you partner with the government and you create jobs, you actually pay low taxes. And one thing that most people don't know is you don't have to be among the ultra wealthy like an Elon Musk to take advantage of these incentives. No, you just need to develop the financial education to make strategic decisions. Now, in this video, I'm sharing one of the best tax saving strategies that's often overlooked by investors. It's called the cost segregation. Now, let me give you the technical definition of a cost segregation, then we'll break it down. In a cost segregation study, the components that make up a property are analyzed for the purpose of reclassifying these eligible items into different tax classifications. I know what you're thinking. That sounds overly complicated. What the heck is he talking about? And it can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. The worst thing you can do is get scared or overwhelmed and then do nothing. Remember, the goal here is to be financially intelligent. That's what this whole channel is about. So stick with me for a moment. Instead of depreciating everything at the standard rate of 27.5 years when you own a rental property, cost segregation allows you to reclassify components of a property into shorter time frames, 5, 7, or 15 years. So doing this can potentially save you thousands of dollars on your tax bill, depending on your situation. So when you get a cost segregation study on a rental property, you're essentially front-loading all of your depreciation. Here are some of the benefits of a cost segregation. Number one, it increases your tax savings. Number two, it can free up your capital so you can invest further. Number three, you can accelerate your returns in a shorter period of time. Remember, this is written into the U.S. tax code because the government wants to incentivize our ability to provide housing, right? We need housing in the United States. There's a housing shortage, a housing crisis. We have an affordable housing crisis, and we need more properties quickly. So everyone needs a place to live, and this incentivizes builders to do it more quickly and to be able to accelerate that depreciation it saves on their taxes. So when you help fill this hole in the market, you'll be rewarded with a huge tax write-off, not to mention a hedge against inflation. So let me just paint this picture for you. U.S. home values went up 13% in 2020. Our clients in our top growth markets saw increases over 30%. Inflation makes real estate investors wealthier, while people who own liquid assets are at risk. If you have cash, you are losing value on that cash in the bank every day. I mean, just look at inflation. It's at 8% and still rising. That means the value of your hard-earned dollar is plummeting quickly. At this pace, in the next 5 years, you could lose 50% of your savings from inflation alone. Now, here's the thing, though. We can't play the blame game or complain about what's unfair. All we can do is take the situation we have and play with the rules that are available to us. It's up to you to create stability and financial freedom for your family. No one else is going to do it for you. You have to do it. It's not up to the boss. It's certainly not to the president of the United States. It's not up to the economy or anyone else. So if you're sitting there hoping that someone else is going to plan your retirement for you and take care of your family, you're going to be waiting a long time. It's up to you to create the future that you want. And the reality is the tax code was written to reward real estate investors. This allows high income earners to keep more of the money in their pockets and to pay little to no taxes legally. So at Morris Invest, our cost segregation concierge service is the first of its kind in the business. So in general, a cost segregation can actually be a lengthy, costly process. What you're doing is you're paying a cost segregation engineer, a certified accountant who handles this type of engineering for cost segregations. You're flying that person into the town where your rental properties are located. You're putting them up in a hotel. It's costly and it's lengthy. But what we do at Morris Invest is we have a full service professional experience that has a cost segregation analysis built in for qualifying properties. That means you don't have to do it. We've already done it. The point of this is to make everything simple for you. Not only do you receive a completed cost segregation study of $5,000 in value, you're getting it for free, but we also take care of everything else pertaining to the property, even filling the rental with a reliable tenant, and placing an experienced property management company who handles the placement of that tenant, so you don't have to do any of it. Clients who have purchased rental properties through Morris Invest are relieved to find that the time-consuming and often confusing process of performing a cost segregation study was already done for them and handed to you. Here's a $5,000 worth of piece of paper that we've just done it for you. Here you go. You can apply it to your taxes. Again, this is for certain properties and clients meeting some criteria. This will all be discussed with our team during your phone call. So when you book a call with our team, we will walk you through this process. If you're interested in taking advantage of a cost segregation study, there's never been a better time. We'd be happy to let you know if it seems like a fit for your personal investing strategy. Just tell us when by booking a call at morrisinvest.com. Go to our website. We'll have it linked up in the description below, morrisinvest.com. And when you click on the book a call button, a little calendar will pop up and you pick the time that best serves you and we'll call you at that time. Just please make sure you put in the proper phone number and the proper email address so we can reach you at that time. Some people type in the wrong phone number and then we can't call them. So please do that. We'll have, again, a link in the description below and we'll see you next time, everyone.